What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get to it.
Material background in the Countermansisk Autonomous Okrug, CWS International, CWS's Russian subsidiary is preparing the infrastructure of the area, conducting geological exploration works, installing and maintaining drilling rigs, providing drilling services related to oil, gas and gas condensate production. The Russian branch operates almost 500 vehicles. The fleet consists of specialized vehicles, such as hydraulic fracturing equipment or coiled tubing units, as well as conventional cars and trucks. KVS International faced the problem of fuel drain control. According to the company specialists, before the telematics equipment was installed, fuel wastage reached 30%. To cope with the problem of fuel fraud on the part of drivers, the company has installed a monitoring system based on while and the number of drains was reduced, but the fuel issue was not completely solved. Firstly, it is necessary to simultaneously monitor the refueling of 500 vehicles. Secondly, some of the fuel tanks were located in remote areas where there was no control over refueling. Thirdly, some drivers were looking for ways to bypass the system. They damaged the sensor wires, unscrewed the antennas of the monitoring units and even disabled the sensors programmatically. Solution: an almost instant economic effect. The solution was the Mantrans analytics program, which supplemented the standard monitoring. It made it possible to compare the amount of fuel dispensed at refueling and the amount that got into the fuel tank, as well as to promptly identify the fact of third-party interference in the operation of the monitoring equipment. The monitoring system provides the manager with correct, reliable and accurate analytical data on the basis of which managerial decisions can be made. During half a year we carried out a huge amount of service work, additionally trained the staff. This was the first stage of implementation. When the process was fine-tuned, we were able to take the second step, to build a full-fledged fuel control process within the company. Here is how the process looks like. The fuel trucks are equipped with controllers that keep personalized records of transactions. The driver attaches a personalized card and indicates which vehicle is refueled, and the navigation equipment controls how much fuel is put into the tank. The whole chain, from fuel supply to fuel consumption, has become absolutely transparent, continues Stanislav Amelyanov. The economic effect of building fuel control at large enterprises, such as KVS International, can reach tens and hundreds of millions of rubles a year. A month after the introduction of telematics and analytics systems, the volume of fuel consumption in the fleet decreased by 10%. The savings for 1 month alone amounted to 3,300,000 rubles. However, the implementation of the Mantrans analytics system did not end there. The third stage was launched: fleet efficiency control. The fact is that the oilfield service industry uses technically complex units, an hour of which costs a huge amount of money. And the company's profit largely depends on how effectively the company's management manages its resources. We faced the task of optimizing fuel consumption costs and increasing transport productivity. As a result, a single management standard Mantrans analytics united all the data, and now the management of KVS International receives consolidated analytical reports with absolutely reliable indicators. The reports provide complete information on the operation of all transport units, time of operation of vehicles, their movement, refueling, idle time, motor hours, traffic violations and many other parameters. The Mantrans solution has increased the economic efficiency of the company, says Stanislav Amelyanov. As a result, before the introduction of Mantrans analytics at KVS International, fuel dispensing transactions were controlled by 4 people. At the same time, most of the facts of fuel discharges remained undetected. After the telematics solution became operational, fuel dispensing is controlled by only 1 person, and the number of fuel thefts decreased by 95%, from 48,000 to 2,000 liters. In general, fuel savings amounted to 40%. Unscrupulous drivers know that their actions will not go unnoticed and do not risk draining fuel when refueling. Also, thanks to the integration of the Mantrans Analytics program into the ERP system of KVS International, the productivity of the fleet increased to 53%. Telematics and IoT technologies are of great importance to the road transportation business. If a company has one car and you yourself are both the driver and the manager, of course, then you are then able to control fuel consumption and the operating ratio and other parameters. As soon as there are more machines and their operation has to be managed from the office, telematics and IoT technologies are indispensable. Otherwise, you will simply lose control over the equipment as soon as it disappears from sight. Today, a company that has transportation or special equipment should be managed only with the help of telematics and IoT solutions. Otherwise, you will lose competitiveness very quickly, says Stanislav Yemichev, says Stanislav Amelyanov, managing partner of Mantrans. It is worth noting that Mantrans' fuel monitoring solution became one of the best IoT projects in 2021. The company was included in the list of winners of the Global IoT Project of the Year. This award is organized for the second year in a row by Gurdon, an international provider and developer of telematics solutions in the field of GPS monitoring and IoT. In conclusion, while the challenge of fuel fraud is complex and multifaceted, it is not insurmountable. By leveraging advanced technologies, implementing stricter regulations, and fostering collaboration between stakeholders, we can make significant strides toward minimizing this issue. Continuous innovation and vigilance will be key in our efforts to combat fuel fraud effectively. Although it may be unrealistic to expect a complete eradication, a concerted and sustained approach can lead us to a future where fuel fraud is significantly reduced, ensuring fairness and integrity in the industry. Thank you for watching, and let's continue to advocate for solutions that benefit everyone.